Let's try a little thought experiment. Imagine you wake up and something feels off, a little too familiar, and then it hits you. It's not just a feeling. You are stuck living the same 24 hours over and over and over again. So, what happens to you?
It always starts with that sound, doesn't it? The same alarm, piercing the silence at the exact same millisecond it did yesterday. You know it's coming. You can feel it in your bones, but you are absolutely powerless to stop it. You look out the window and yup, there it is. The same exact slice of sunlight hitting the wall. The same bird on the same branch. The same cloud hanging in the exact same spot in the sky. It's yesterday's world perfectly frozen in time. And when you step outside, it's just bizarre. It's like walking through a town of your own memories. You hear the same conversations, the same bad jokes, the same tiny, predictable things happening all around you. Everyone is stuck on their own little track, completely clueless that, for you, this is not the first time. See, for everyone else, time just resets. They forget everything. But you remember it all. So the real question isn't just about the loop, it's about what this endless repetition does to a person. What do you become? At first, you'd probably think you were losing your mind. I mean, who wouldn't? Your brain would be screaming, fighting against how impossible this all is, just desperately trying to find some logical reason for what's happening. On day one, it just feels like a really, really strong case of déjà vu. By day 3, though, you start testing it. You predict when a car is going to honk, you finish a total stranger sentence for them, and by day 10, that horrifying certainty sinks in. You are well and truly stuck. But after that shock wears off, a totally new feeling starts to creep in. Something intoxicating. If tomorrow never actually comes, then today has no consequences. And that, right there, changes everything. This new power is absolute. It's like you have a universal undo button for your entire life. You can storm into your boss's office, quit your job in the most dramatic way possible, spend every cent you have, and the next morning, poof, it's all back. A perfectly clean slate. So what do you do with that kind of power? You go wild. You chase every single pleasure. You take risks you would never dream of. You finally say everything you've always been too afraid to say. And for a while, it feels like the ultimate freedom. You're the god of your own little repeating day. But that high doesn't last forever. After you've done it all, tried everything, this profound emptiness starts to set in. That lack of consequences starts to feel less like a superpower and a lot more like a curse. And this is the real problem, isn't it? Nothing sticks. No accomplishment actually matters because it's just erased by morning. You can't build a real relationship because the other person always forgets you. You can't make any real progress. It's like building a beautiful sandcastle every single day just to watch the tide come in and wash it away every single night. You become completely, utterly alone. You're the only real person in a world of automatons. Their every move, their every word, their every thought. The beautiful chaos of real life is gone. And that loneliness becomes a prison that's way, way worse than just a repeating day. So, when the world outside offers you nothing but that hollow echo, where do you go? You can only turn inward. This is the big pivot point. The moment you realize the game isn't about changing the world around you anymore, it's about changing yourself. You figure out the one thing that doesn't get reset, your own mind. Your memories, your skills, your knowledge, all of that carries over. Suddenly, the day stops feeling like a prison and starts feeling like a training ground. Your own personal, infinite laboratory for self-improvement. With literally all the time in the world, the potential is just limitless. You could dedicate thousands of days, the equivalent of years, to learning the piano, thousands more to mastering physics. You wouldn't just get good at things, you would achieve a level of mastery that is basically impossible in a normal human lifetime. But even becoming a master of everything has its limits. So what if you're the most talented person in the world? You're still alone. So you start looking for a different kind of meaning. A deeper purpose, something that can connect you back to this clockwork world around you. You become a kind of invisible guardian angel. The person who's going to trip and fall at exactly 10:15 a.m., so you're just there to catch them. You know the exact words to say to cheer up the barista who's having a bad day. They will never, ever remember you did it. You get 0 credit. You're being kind purely for the sake of being kind. And in that, you find a quiet, profound purpose. This whole scenario really reminds me of a famous idea from the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. He called it the eternal recurrence. He asked you to imagine a demon appearing and telling you that you would have to live your exact same life over and over with zero changes forever. Nietzsche's question is really a challenge. Could you live your life in such a way that the idea of repeating it for all eternity would be a joy, not a total horror? Our time loop is just an extreme version of this, forcing you to craft a single day so well that you could actually bear to repeat it forever. And this is the twist that brings it all back home to us, because we are not in a time loop. Our days are counted, and that right there is precisely what gives them their weight, their beauty, and all of their meaning. Just think about that contrast for a second. In the loop, nothing is truly precious because you get infinite do-overs. But in our lives, everything is precious because we don't. Every moment, every conversation, every choice, it all matters because this is our one and only shot. But the big lesson from that time loop, it still applies to us. Even if our lives sometimes feel repetitive, we still wake up every single morning with the exact same power. The power to find meaning inside that repetition, to choose who we want to be that day, to learn something new, or to just be a little kinder to the people who are on their own loops around us. And that really leaves us with one final, powerful question. It's not about wishing for infinite time. It's about what we do with the finite time we have. How can you shape this single, unrepeatable day into something so meaningful, so full of purpose and kindness, that if that demon did show up, you could look it right in the eye and say, "Bring it on."